over there, collaborate and coordinate as best we can.
So there is hope for fair cryptocurrency regulations in the US. I think there is hope, particularly because the genie is out of the bottle. And a lot of people that Gary Gensler rubs elbows with find
People might look at the guy and say, oh no, these guys are gonna fucking ban everything, gonna ban Bitcoin. Like I said earlier, they've got pressure to do that from maybe the banks, but they've also got pressure on the other side from investors and institutions, you know, saying that they want to be able to invest in crypto assets in a regulated way that also protects them more, right? So when I look at Gary Hansman or whatever, it's not a positive or negative. I think he's just in the know and wants to do his best. The job now is to look into the updates and how things are going and the changes that I've made, right? So over time, this is probably my second video on the subject. I'll show you my portfolio, what's going on, why things are like that. And we're going to see a lot more maturity, I think, compared to the, you know, previous installment of the portfolio. So let's talk about it. Today's a great day. You know, again, like we're supposed to see a Bitcoin go down to 10,000. It just doesn't want to go down. I think, yeah, a lot of previous investors, people like me who lost everything, kind of come back to this space. And that's what we're seeing. That's why we're seeing so much positive and such a strong kind of base here around the 20,000. Will it last? I don't know. So Bitcoin went up by about 10% in the past week, right? 20,000 to 21,000, 5%, 7%. But Ethereum really went up. I mean, it was 1,000 some. Now it's 1,003 and some. That's 30%. So that's impressive. Finally, Ethereum is better priced. I knew it was not the right price at 1,000. Just because Bitcoin went down by what, 50%? No, Bitcoin went down by 33% last month, or 30, and Ethereum went down by 50. So I was like, no way. So good to see it's going back up. Not sure what causes that much change though. I don't think it's just the news that came out that Ethereum 2.0, maybe it's September. I don't think that's enough for that. I think people are just catching on to the fact that holding ETH is probably better than holding BTC. There's, you know, bigger forces at play. USDC, well, that's kind of locked into the Algorand chain. I just figured out yesterday it's kind of impossible to take it out right now. That's why it's still there. But I managed to reposition on a lot of them. So the first thing we notice is Bitcoin is about half of my total at 1,008. That's 8 something. So it's about half. I feel very bullish with Bitcoin. I think will be classified as a commodity and very accessible. And it's the number1 name, the number1 brand, the one thing people want to take, one thing that people know about, the one thing that people talk about. You know what I mean? So super bullish on BTC. I think it's the number1 crypto to hold. Kind of beside ETH. People will hold ETH more than BTC, but I think if you hold ETH, you might as well hold other things also, like Sol and Dot and and Algo and Matic, Cardano. So I'm not sure if ETH being the biggest position necessarily the best choice. But again, if you hold ETH and a lot of those little things, you know, whatever. You know better. So for me, ETH happens to be about 10%, which is pretty okay. I just don't think ETH will necessarily stay the champion or make as many gains as other platforms like DOT or Cardano or Atom or Near or all these other ones that I'm in, which I'm in because I think they're gonna do better than possibly ETH. So mainly, I think the strat here is a kind of a position strat more than a investment strat. Like when you see the whales, you'll see them invest in SHIB, Mana, FTX, fucking all kinds of things. They don't hold any Bitcoins, but they've been a little bit bullish lately. Not exactly my strat. I tried to do that and I was so confused. Next one in line is Solana. I think Solana is a great foundation. It will rise with the rest when they rise. They just need to keep working on it and try to keep securing their position. They've got work to do, but they're there, you know, so maybe they have the will to stay there and accomplish more. Bullish on Litecoin. Litecoin only went up by 2.5. Like it wasn't. Well, let me try that again. It was quite some time ago when Litecoin was only like 20 bucks. What was it? 2017, 18. You know, back in the day, 2015, Litecoin was $5. So $5, it went to 20 bucks. 2018, now it's only 50 bucks. You know, compare that to Ethereum that went from 20 to 200 to 2000, or Bitcoin that went from 2000 to 5, 6, 20. You know what I mean? Like LTC did not do that, but I think LTC has a lot of interesting properties. It's very widely accepted. It for some, it's a silver to the gold. It's just a great coin to hold. You know, you can hold Doge or you can hold Light, and you're kind of in the same boat. You're in a good boat, you know. But personally, Doge did win up, well as Litecoin didn't go up. I can foresee a Litecoin at 200 or 300 easily, if people decide to hold it and use it. Maybe something dedicated to Litecoin can pop up, like a payment system, or just the fact that it's broadly accepted through payment systems that accept Bitcoin, etc. BCH. You'll always find Litecoin amongst them. So I think it's undervalued. So I have a position on Light just as much as I have a position on DOT, Polkadot, FTX. I did buy some NFTs for a value of about 40 bucks. On Exodus wallet, they're most likely going to zero, but I just wanted to buy something. FTT, FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried. A lot of people believe in Sam. DOT, completely independent layer 1 system, competes with Ethereum, hold a lot of projects, is very popular, does things fast, updates possibly faster than Ethereum, and we're going to see why. You know, I'm bullish on those a little more than Ethereum, really. I'm not super happy with Ethereum. I mean, the gas fees are horrible. The Ethereum 2.0 project takes years. It's been 2 years now. They've talked about it. Like, it's just so slow. It's just so slow. By that time, fucking DOT popped up, Matic popped up, Algo, like, fucking please, Ethereum. Polygon, again, these are all independent ecosystems. You know, somewhat. I'll be wrong on some things, but Poly, Algo, I put them all together. Dot, Poly, Matic, Algo, Cardano, Maker, Atom, Near, right? These are all different ecosystems. Tezos, possibly Chainlink, Avalanche, right? These are all independent ecosystems. A lot of projects around them. And I do foresee like a top 10. I may come here. Market cap. So I do foresee a top 10 looking like BTC, Ethereum, Sol. There's Tether, of course, and USD and BNB. Of course, they can't be moved, but you can already tell, like, they're already here. You know, XRP could most likely go down unless they really make gains. They've been going up. It's impressive. Right, but Cardano could go up, Solana could go up, Polkadot could go up, Shiba Inu could go up, Avalanche could go up, Polymatic could take more space. FTX could go up. I mean, FTX and Chronos, like, same position. You know what I mean? Like, no, Chronos has not been doing so good, but FTX has been doing what we think is really good. Chainlink could go up. Near could go up. Where's VeChain? VeChain could go up. Like, they could all take an important position. You know, Decentraland. So, and Doge could go down, I think. I don't hold much Doge. Binance, I think, could go down also. Like, there was a time when the exchange having a token is like really good, but now with decentralized exchange and stuff, like, this token is, and all of its ecosystem is tied to a company. I don't know about that. So back to this. So yeah, I mean, if all of this is interesting at, I don't know, say 33 bucks each, you know, just to make a round number, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 33, let's say 9, that's 300 bucks already in the top cryptos, right? So that's quite a lot. That's quite substantial to my number. We're looking at what, 20% or something, 17%. I want to grow them a little bit, but for that I need to reduce a little lower. Like, SHIB could be up. Link, I'm okay with where it is. Avalanche just goes up and down and up and down. It has a lot of funding, but it doesn't seem to produce. That's kind of a problem for me. I'm not just gonna put money somewhere where, because there's a lot of people invested already. That's not how it works. You need to produce results. I don't see them yet. BNB, I hold it because of taxes to pay on the Exodus wallet, just for some transactions. Then we see some DeFi stuff. So Aave, I want to increase. Comp at $8. That seems all right. Maybe I want to reduce. VeChain, I want to. I think it's okay. Mana, I'd like to increase a little bit. So Glimmer, which is Moonbeam, that's also an ecosystem, I think. Filecoin, Kusama. Kusama, I think, is gonna do really good because it follows Polkadot. But we can already see, like, these are like $5 each, and they're going down to 3 and 2 quickly, and $1. But I do want to hold them, so let's find out more about these projects. So Engine is gaming. I'll do it quickly. BCH ETC have history behind them because they're official forks. I think that's valuable. And hence their value. Lunacy, I'm kind of locked in with Kraken. I can't do anything. Just bought in a little bit. Now I'm fucking stuck with it. Arweave. I don't know everything, but Arweave, Synthesis. Um, these are DeFi, earning, stacking, stuff like that. DYDX is an exchange that does really good, so it could do very good. I think it's like the second or the biggest exchange. I don't know, for something. So I think it has a lot of room to increase. CVX, CRV, Curve, and Convex, DeFi. People are quite bullish. I think they're quite new also. Happy to have some amount that can grow. Clover, more DeFi stuff. Axis Infinity is gaming. Probably the biggest game, blockchain game. Yearn, I can't remember what Yearn does. I think it has good people behind it. Akala also a great project, ecosystem of some sort. I've seen so many things, it's hard to remember. Fractal, Doge. We have a little bit of Doge just cause it still has room to grow. Just I don't put all of my eggs in that basket. Qcoin, that's a centralized exchange, still has room to grow. Sandbox, it's hard not to have any really like a great gaming ecosystem. ENS has a lot of money locked in it, and I'm interested in knowing why. I don't quite get it. Ethereum naming system, what the fuck does that even mean? It's old also, like I kind of remember it. Anyway, seems to be doing things for people. Up 4 or 5%, okay. Best, again, whales hold best, and that's where I got the idea from. From my understanding, it's just a brand. I really don't understand. But I'll hold $2. I think it's in Bitfinex. BTT. Mr. Tron is behind BTT. I think BTT. I think Tron would go up, but if you look at the graph, it's like, what is Tron doing? But maybe BTT has room to grow. We have 2 million BTT for $2. Ryoshi. When you burn your shibs, you get Ryoshi. Why is nobody fucking giving a fuck for Ryoshi? I don't understand. I got it like as soon as it kind of came out. I don't know. People don't know. I don't understand. Maple Maple wants to do things well in terms of corporate financing. Okay, interesting. Orca has a big community. I think it's over 100 million people. Some dumb number. Or some anyway. It's really low in terms of market cap. It has a lot of room to grow. To my understanding, it's some kind of marketplace. Audio, of course, everybody's talking about audio. And LPT and maybe PLA. But these are play videos and play audio on the blockchain. Audio also has partnership with who is it? Some musicless, either Spotify or the big music companies. Anyway, there's something about it, so that's already good. Chili's is made by some people that apparently are interesting. I can't remember. Rune. Big project community wise seems to be very interesting. And anyway, I'm just in for the show. Optimism is a place where it's a blockchain that you can put other coins on. Anyway, that's kind of new also. And if you want to put your coin on Optimism, well, then Optimism has to go up, I think. And it is. Chain coin, I can't remember. UMEBE, again, some DeFi stuff. Immutable X is also a bit like OP. It's just a blockchain that does blockchain as a service. It has to go up now. 1 inch is an exchange. These are 2 decentralized exchange. Cake, Fetch, I can't remember. But Fetch has to do with, like, if you know programming, you fetch information. So cool. Maybe they've got a point. Radar, DAP. I don't know. It says DAP. I don't know. It seems like a utility for DAP. So whatever. Well, I'll be here. Helium, where here Joe is a marketplace on one of the big ones. It's like the biggest marketplace. So up 4.4% because it's the place where people go, the marketplace. Anytime there's a marketplace, people end up going there. You know, decentralized exchange, people will get into their Discord. If people gather, that's a good thing. Around it, you know what I mean? People gather around it, that's always a good thing. You know, as opposed to like some project that they keep pushing updates to you, where people instead gather somewhere and talk about updates, and that's totally different. So Tron, again, just for taxes, it doesn't go up or down much. Very stable. PLA, Playdap, I can't remember. Baby Doge, Elon Doge, the funny coins. I've got $1, but I'd like to increase that a bit because these funny coins always have great potential. It's just that people are getting a little more serious about their investment. Like before, we only had Doge, you know, and be like edgy if you want. Just be like, yep, holding Doge, holding my Doge, buying more Doge, you know. Nowadays, it's more like serious. It's like, okay, look, you can have DeFi. You want baby Doge or do you want some DeFi stuff, you know? So I still think it has a lot of room to grow from the people who wants to hold, you know, like imagine you want to hold like animals, fruits, you know, all kinds of icons that are kind of weird or funny or whatever. Ghost, we have a ghost, you know, a banana, a Joe, a cake. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's a market for that. You have the orcas, you want some maple syrup with that, you got Ryoshis, a Doge, Clover, like it, nature and faces and animals and just absolutely dumb stuff. And Doge got rewarded for being who they are. So I'm down. What else we have? Amp is a project. Flow is a project. Probably more than $1. GHST. Oh, that's that's the Ave Gochi. So that's interesting. They made a Tamagotchi on Aave. It's a game. Cool, I'm down. I'll pay $1 for that. Cello for cellular. Phone on the blockchain. Very interesting idea. Banking and cell phones and stuff on the blockchain. Waves, I think I'm out of that. I need to remove SLP Smooth Love Potion, baby. I bought 200. It's part of a mechanic on a game. You never know when this thing could go up. Like, say there's a specific amount of SLP out there. I don't know. That's why I have $1. And, you know, players need the SLP. And if the player base increase, it's going to be harder to obtain SLP. You know, and then anyway, you hold an SLP. Burger did really fucking well past month. Look at that, you know, wow. It went up. I sold on the way down. I don't know. It has something to do with fucking I can't remember. Kine has a terrible logo, man. I wish they fucking changed that. Do you see that? It looks like a sad face, but it's a K. See, the line is K. There's a K. They need to change the logo. I think they need to move the K part a little closer to the bar and shave off the tip of the triangle. You just shave it. Close it up, shave it. It looks more like a K. You can't read it. I can't read it. It looks like a sad face. It's dumb. How are you supposed to get investors to invest in sad face? But it's a small exchange, a very small exchange. So I'm kind of in for little money. The graph looks terrible. Magic. I'm a Magic collector. Magic card collection. So just happy to be in Magic also, just for the meme. And then if Magic decides to be a top 10 coin, I won't be sad for like a week, you know. So yeah, so that's the current standing. But yeah, as we can see, there's what, 300. Oh well, there's 300 here. that we were counting. So with this and this together, that's what, 600 or so in the top projects, right? Stopping around here, around the near maker. There's about 600 or 700 in the top projects, which is quite a lot. It's quite enough for me. Thank you. I'd rather be in BTC, frankly, but no, I think they all have potential. You know, you might ask, why is Cardano not higher on that list? I do think it's slow. Their progress is slow, just like ETH, but you can't not be in ETH, but you cannot be in ADA if you want. Yeah, so that's what it looks like for now, right? So these are just like the fun part. Kind of happy to be here-ish. Everything under $2, everything over $2 has some seriousness to it, right? Axis Infinity, Yearn Finance, Clover, Curve, Convex, DYDX, Ripple. Ripple have 0, but you need 10 in your wallet. Synthetics, Arweave, like these are top projects, like you can tell. Yeah. G, ICP, C, Kusama, File, Glimmer, Mana, VeChain, Aave. Aave needs to grow. By the way, good time to buy. But yeah, SHIB needs to go up a bit. Cool. I mean, it's hard not to be in those projects. Which one am I supposed to cut? Like you say, okay, well, why don't you buy more ETH and more DOT? Well, which one do I cut? You would cut FTT? You're out of your mind? You're out of your fucking mind? You cut Matic maybe because they have like a supply kind of issue? Maybe. You wouldn't necessarily be wrong. You would cut Maker, but I think Maker is a great ecosystem. It has a lot of room to grow. You might cut Near because it is much smaller than the other ones. Well, we might just do that. But I do think Near has a lot of room to grow, and so you do have to fuel it a little bit more than usual, right? If it has that kind of room, just like a 25 to 30% more. That's it. Or 15 to 30% more. Okay, that's it. See you next time.